Hello, I'm Kevin from Crypto MY. In today's episode, let's talk about cryptocurrency's price prediction today, and let's stay tuned. Right now, this is Bitcoin versus USDT chart on the 4-hourly time frame. You can see that the Bitcoin has plunged all the way back down to the support level they have drawn earlier. So looking at this chart, you can see looks like a diamond shaped pattern. So it has done a consolidation going up and then going all the way back down and then going all the way up. Fails to break above the resistance zone, fails to break above 37,000, and therefore it goes all the way back down to this 33,000 area. So it also struggle again, making it forms a descending triangle pattern right now. So most likely you can see that the Bitcoin will start to fluctuate around this area until it has a decision making whether to go up or down. So my point of view, I believe that the Bitcoin might do a consolidation around this area until it has a decision making whether to go up or to go down. So let's say if it goes up back, then it must first break above this level in order to have a continuation of uptrend. And therefore, I believe that the Bitcoin might just float around this area until it has a decision making whether to go up or go down. But looking at the overall situation, looking at the fundamental of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, seems like Bitcoin bearish trend is all because of certain news. There are a lot of bad news lately out there in crypto space, and I would like to share with you what are the bad news that actually affects the Bitcoin plunging all the way back down to 32,700 right now. So looking at it at the fundamental news of Bitcoin, you can see that this is one of the bad news that been released in the media. Senator Warren, the SEC, need to regulate the volatile crypto market. So Senator Warren asked SEC to respond to crypto regulation by July 28. So Senator Warren wants the SEC and given a specific timeline, which is July 28, to come up with a regulation on cryptocurrencies. Why she wants to do that is because you can see that the Elizabeth Warren continued to bash the crypto space by calling the market highly volatile. Nevertheless, she believes that the US watchdog or the SEC needs to step up and implement a proper regulatory framework to enhance investor safety amid their growing demand. She felt that the overall crypto space is so volatile that she thinks that SEC needs to step in and regulate the crypto market as soon as possible, because she don't want the whales to continue manipulating the market continuously up and down non-stop without any regulation. There's pros and cons. The pros is if we really manage to regulate the crypto market by the SEC, then most likely you could see that the Bitcoin wouldn't have any type of strong volatility. But the con is crypto is decentralized and wasn't backed by any government in the first place. Nobody wants cryptos to be regulated by any government. So the bad news is if SECs manage to just regulate cryptocurrencies in future or in July 28, then it will be very questionable to a lot of investors, and therefore it might makes a sort of panic feelings and a FOMO towards the investors. So there's pros and cons, but based on my point of view, I felt that regulating cryptocurrencies is not easy because first of all, cryptocurrencies are decentralized and it wasn't easy, not to say impossible, but not easy to regulate cryptocurrencies. Yes, SEC might come up with certain regulation and so on and so forth, but let's see what's going to happen on July 28. See whether or not SEC can come up with certain regulations to regulate the crypto market. But during this week, there's another news that actually affect somehow affect the crypto space to plunge all the way back down again. So the second news is because of the Binance is being blocked in China, officially being blocked by China. So meaning that users can no longer use Binance app in China to do tradings or any sort of transactions in Binance anymore. So look at here, on the evening of July 8th, which is yesterday, many users found that the Binance apps appear to be blocked in China and must use a VPN to log in. So I believe that the China's investors are now struggling to get their hands on the cryptocurrencies anymore in the market. And believe it or not, China is one of the biggest investors in crypto space. I mean, not now, but used to be. So when China starts to ban from mining all the way to trading, it will somehow affect the overall crypto space price value. So therefore, I would be surprised that because of this certain news, this certain two bad news actually somehow affect the overall crypto space price value to plunge further down. So not all bad news, there actually one good news, and the good news is Bitcoin Whales movement signal crypto market bottom is in. So Willy Woo said that despite sideways price action, investors appears to be buying coins on exchange and sending them to their private wallet at a healthy pace. What he's trying to say is there's a lot of buyers are coming in to buy Bitcoin at the lower price right now, and a lot of people are starting to accumulate Bitcoin right now. Whether it's true or not, I believe that it is somehow 80% true, because you can see that Bitcoin has been very strong, having a very strong support around 30,000 area. So I believe that most of the accumulators are starting to accumulate Bitcoin around this range, buying back as much Bitcoin as possible around this area. And this is one of the area that is very difficult to break through. And I believe that once somehow the whales or the sharks has started to accumulate enough Bitcoins or cryptocurrencies, you will see that the Bitcoin will somehow recover and have a bullish signal again. So looking at 4-hourly chart, we want to wait. We want to see a big separation out from this descending triangle or out from this diamond pattern, shooting all up above this area. So this is one of my target area around 36,400. And let's say if it does break above, then most likely you could see that the Bitcoin will have a big possibility to go all the way up back to 41,000. So look at the daily chart. Seems like the daily chart is doing consolidation around this diamond pattern. But you can see that it is now struggling to break above, so therefore it plunged all the way back down to this support area. So looking at the weekly chart doesn't show us anything. Weekly chart show us that the Bitcoin price is now consolidating around this support area. So I want to hope that Bitcoin closes below this area next week, or on the Sunday or on the next Monday. We want to see Bitcoin doing that. We want to see that the Bitcoin continue to consolidate around this area until it has a decision to go up, so that it can climb all the way back down up to this 41,000. So I think that's all for today, because if you can see here, if Bitcoin falls, then most of the cryptocurrencies falls. So same goes with other crypto that you see right now. You see the Shiba has falls, ADA has falls, ETH has falls, most of the coins are falling. So I'm not gonna be commenting on other cryptos today, because that will be my next episode talking about other cryptocurrencies. And I always like to see, I like to share with you the Bitcoin movement first, the Bitcoin price prediction first, before talking about other cryptos. Because as I stated, if Bitcoins have a bearish trend, then most of the altcoins will have bearish trends too. But if Bitcoins have a bullish pattern or a bullish signal or some sort of strong or high possibility of recovering, then most of the altcoins will have. So therefore, Today I'll just talk about Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is now still a bit struggling to go recovering back up. But hopefully there are some miracle happens today or maybe this week that Bitcoin can recover again all the way back up to this upper level of this resistance zone. So I think that's all for today's episode. If you like my episode today, remember to click like, share and subscribe. Gonna see you guys soon and goodbye.